What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 2 in our Leveling Up series where we actually try and teach you something. Now, for this one, obviously there's no better guy to go to for social media advice than Miguel Garcia of Always Evolving Pythons. And if you don't know who life together, and go subscribe to him on YouTube and follow him on Instagram right now. Now, I wasn't going to go into a huge backstory about Miguel, but for the three of you that don't know who he is, Miguel came on the scene a couple of years ago and basically treated this thing like a business right off the bat. He bought a whole bunch of high-end morphs for the time. He bought great equipment for infrastructure and everything else, and he basically treated this like a business. And what we say here is, like, if you treat it like a business, it'll pay off like a business. If you treat it like a hobby, it'll pay off like a hobby, man. And immediately Miguel got so much hate from everybody. People were calling him a piece of shit for, bypassing the building blocks of getting all these animals, because Miguel basically just bought visual recessives and worked his way down from there. And you know that that's what everybody would do if they could afford to do it. Miguel luckily had successful other businesses prior to this dumb ball python shit. And, he basically came in and did it the right way. And people gave him so much hate. One of the coolest things that Miguel did is just a couple of years later, he basically took all that hate and shoved it up everybody's ass. And he's probably one of the most successful ball python breeders in the country right now, at least financially. I would say financially he's probably in the top 5. I have no idea if that's correct or not, but he's definitely in the top 10. And Miguel has just proved to everybody that if you come into this and treat it like a business, it'll pay off. And he's brought so much to this hobby by selling to celebrities. He's selling to people like YouTube stars that he's done collabs with. This guy is literally doing everything the correct way. So I actually figured, he's the guy to call to give people, some kind of social media advice that's really not what everybody gives, because Miguel is pretty much open on everything he does. And I wanted a guy who could tell us what he does in layman's terms. I don't want to bring in a guy that was like, in order to make the best of the YouTube algorithm, what you need to do is divide the number of the days of the week divided by the square account. Oh, I'm just like, shut up. I wanted somebody to come in and make it as simple as possible, because these ball python people, the majority of them, need to have it dumbed down a little bit. All right, I'm just kind of blabbing now, wasting time. So here's my one-on-one with Miguel Garcia of Always Evolving Pythons. All right, everybody, I am here with Instagram, YouTube, and soon-to-be Patreon guru, Miguel Garcia. What's up, brother?
What's up, brother? How are you, man?
Good, man. How are you doing?
Good. Just here hanging out with my cat and you, just us three.
Where's the family tonight?
They actually went school shopping because school started for them. So Tina took the kids and went to go get backpacks, pencils, all that school supply stuff. Which is so weird. Each desk has like that little, like plexiglass.
Yeah, got a little dome around it, right?
It's so crazy.
Biodome. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
and they only go to school for 2.5 hours. Like it's weird. I don't even get it, man.
2.5 hours. Kids today, man, they just don't know.
Dude, it's
just the worst, right? Now, I just want to talk to you about some of the social stuff that you do.
Yeah.
And not so much about the snakes, although I know it'll probably eventually all come back around to the snakes. But let's talk about real quick, Instagram or YouTube. Which one were you doing first?
YouTube.
YouTube. And when you
Yeah.
set out to do a YouTube channel, was the plan to be this fucking mega rock star like you are now, or was it just to be like, let me just put out some videos about my snakes?
Dude, I just did the YouTube thing because my daughter wanted to start a YouTube channel. That's all. That's the only reason why we started it. We just
Okay.
never thought it was gonna, take off to where it's at now.
And what was the first time that you realized it was
Oh,
kind of popular?
when we got an email from YouTube saying that we made partnership and that we had to sign like an AdSense account and all that, start collecting money, and I was just like, I mean, it was only a couple of bucks, because they pay you once you make $100 and they'll pay you.
Right.
So at that point, but I was like, wow, man, this is really cool, And then after a while, like I had this one video that got taken down, but it was in my first year. The video hit a 1.4 million views. My only video to hit over 1 million views. And that video paid me some good money. I was like, dude.
And what video was that?
It was a rattlesnake feeding. I didn't know how frowned upon that is when you throw a mouse in there and you let the rat, the snake kill it and it goes into convulsions. Dude, I got so much hate over it, but man, it did really, really good.
Right.
Yeah, I guess you're not allowed to, like share that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, I don't think YouTube lets you do any of that anymore. Because
No.
remember what Bartek used to do? I mean, Bartek used to
Yeah.
feed rabbits. I mean, he used to feed Chewy to some of his snakes. So
Yeah.
So what? Oh man! So what's the difference? Because people want to know this because everybody's trying these days to be a YouTube star. Which as an older guy with a job, that just makes me furious. So
Yeah.
what was the difference between, like you said, you made like $100 with the other one. What was the difference between that and 1.5 million view YouTube payout?
Price difference, like on some of these videos?
Yeah.
Well, like for example, for the longest time before I had that video that went viral, I was only making like $200, $300 a month off of YouTube, right? That one video itself had paid me like $4,300. Within like, and if I would have had all those videos going viral like that, dude, I'd be living off of just a YouTube.
Right.
Right. But on average, I mean, I only made one of those videos ever to this day because then they took all the feeding videos off.
Right.
Live feedings, but if you were to do if they were to accept live feedings, dude, YouTube would be so easy to make money off of.
Well, even you're making, or when you were making $200 or $300 a month off YouTube, what was your subscription base and what were your hours, viewed back then?
My number is at the time I was making $200 or $300. I had around like 20 or 10,000 subscribers between that range right there, and I was only doing like 1,000 views, maybe to like 500 to 1,000 views per vlog, and I had like 3 to 4 vlogs a week at the time.
Okay.
It wasn't nothing too crazy. I didn't really understand how YouTube really worked. Right. I would just throw videos here and there and make a couple dollars out of it.
Right. And what do you think of these YouTube reptile people nowadays doing their 3-hour lives interviewing people that you've never heard of before from a guy that they've never heard of before?
So my honest thoughts is, I like that everyone's, trying these new things, but I get it. A lot of people are doing it right now. Everyone and like, dude, their grandmothers are doing it. I think the 3-hour thing is super, super long, dude. I can only watch, a good, 30 to 45 minute videos, alone. Right. I don't have the time to sit there and watch it for so long. But what I have noticed is like everyone's still trying to do the same thing. If I was going to do some lives just like that, I definitely try to do something a little different. But yeah, I mean, it to each his own, man. I like that people are actually trying it because it's not easy to go up there and put your face on the screen and have people just criticize you.
Oh yeah, no, believe me, don't I know it. But what's happening, what I'm finding is that these younger people are doing the lives. I mean, people that have never hatched out a snake in their lives.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're getting the same 75 people watching every time, and they only have 300 views, 400 views. And that's like their max. So, like I'm gonna love the day where they finally hit their 1,000 subscribers and what is it? 40. It got to be
It's for
40,000 hours.
no, I think it's 4 hours watch time minutes now.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
and YouTube only pays them $11.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be like all that work, for.
Yeah, dude, it's definitely. I mean, I couldn't live off of my YouTube at all. I mean, and now, I mean, luckily I don't have to edit my stuff. I just have, my YouTube pays for its editor, and for the editor, and that's it.
Right, right. And what are most of your videos now? Scripted or edited?
Dude, they're all edited. I don't
They're
even
all edited. Okay.
Yeah, I just pick up the camera. If I mess up, he just knows when to cut it, and just go like they're super. I just honestly my YouTube now. So here's the problem with YouTube is that I honestly could make videos that could go viral or could be like mad bangers for views, but then it hurts my cells and snakes. People are so easy to criticize if I were to do a prank with a snake or uh, this person bought this snake or do what's in the box challenges, things like that. But they do so good on views, but
Right.
it hurts my cells on it, and I get it, the people don't want to see that stuff. And I think right now with all the bans going on and stuff, I just, try to put something in about what's going on with the snakes, what I'm doing this year, what I'm breeding, things like that.
Right. Now, I noticed that you're going to have a Patreon similar to something like we're doing here, where you're talking about the business end of
Yeah.
everything. And
So it's just I was funny. I just did a video about it too. So I'm actually just talking about my experience of what happened with me when I got into this. I mean, we just crossed our 4th year into this business, and I'm just gonna just talk about my experience.
right,
I could only
okay.
talk about like what helped me, what I went through, and stuff like that. I try to do it a lot on my regular channel, but dude, I couldn't tell you how much people report it or the comments that I get on it. It's just it gets so irritating because there's so much people that I think could benefit for some of the stuff that I would like to talk about. But you got all these freaking haters just, I mean, it gets a little annoying after a while,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the nice thing about Patreon is that it's your people on there.
Yeah.
So they're they don't have to watch it. You know,
Yeah.
um, I'm doing a series on Patreon called on, where I just on certain genes, right? And
Yeah.
the people that are my Patreons love it, but it's hard to get photos from people telling them that you're gonna all over their gene for the video.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But thankfully people know me enough where it's mainly just a joke, right? But
Yeah.
you're going to be showing feeding videos
Yeah.
on your Patreon, right?
hmm
Now, how does that work? Because don't you have to post it to YouTube or Vimeo anyway?
No, so if I post it to YouTube, I'll just put it public. Or then when I put it on public, I'll put it on private. Then I'll just put the link for my Patreon. So the people that click on there are the only ones that to watch. So it'll never hit the algorithm on YouTube.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
But that's just a few little things. I get a lot of people message me like, "Oh man, feed the rattlesnake or feed this or feed that." But it's like, dude, I mean, people get so freaking butthurt with these videos, man. Like, I mean, I just don't get it, man. Like, it's a rodent, you know?
Well, yeah. Believe me, I get that. Um, Now, what was like? How did you get in touch with like the Phase Boys and Ozzy and that singer? Because people are probably wondering like, how the did Miguel even get in with these people who have these hundreds of thousands of views all the time on every video that they show?
So the way I got hooked up with FaZe was through Brian Barczyk, actually. So Brian Barczyk used to do all the what's in the box challenges, the big snake pranks. One time Brian just wasn't out. He was like, "Hey man, do you want to do a video with FaZe?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." I was like, I didn't know who FaZe was.
Right.
And I showed up to the house and I'm just like, holy hell, I'm like, is this real?
Right.
I went in there, we did the thing, and they were like, "Hey man, do you mind if we could give you a call, just to like, when we want content with reptiles?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." After that, everybody just started hitting me up, and I started just doing them left and right, man. And that's how I got linked up with them. I actually became really good friends with the FaZe guys. Actually, one of the main FaZe guys coming to the house tomorrow. And I ended up hooking up with some of my clients with other things with cars and just doing all sorts of things with them. And then when they would do some things with these big celebrities, since they realized that I'm not like a weirdo and I became a friend, they ended up just hooking me up with them. And then I started selling snakes to all these influencers.
Right. Now, is that how you got the Aussie snake?
Yeah,
Gig?
that's exactly through a what's in the box challenge through Faceline.
Okay. And how would you recommend that these people, these younger people get hooked up with some type of celebrity, or is it just by chance?
No, honestly. So now I turn down a lot of those. I don't do no more what's in the box. I don't do no big snake pranks. I don't do none of that stuff no more. Again, it doesn't benefit me in my views because I'll get completely demolished and flagged on it, right?
Right.
What I would recommend to all these people that are starting anything is reach out to them. Reach out to the influencers that are close to their cities, close to, because a lot of influencers are always looking for snakes, always looking for, just different kinds of reptiles to these what's in the box challenges. And it'd be dude, I can't tell you how much times people have messaged me and I've linked them up with other people, even people out there in Florida, people out there in Dallas. And I'm just like, oh man, I have a friend that'll do it so and so. And they've actually offered me good money to go out there and do it for them. But it's,
Right.
at the time, last, when I decided to stop doing it, it was just when the snakes, were selling really good. And, after that, it was just like I said, it doesn't do anything for my channel anymore.
Right. And your main business is still selling snakes, right? I mean, it's not.
Yeah, dude. So, it's crazy, man. 2020 was a big eye opener for us. 2020, I don't know if you remember, but we own a car rental. We have a partnership in the car rental business, right? So that thing went to crap. I mean, I still own a percentage in some of these cars, but it hasn't made no money. We've been upside down on it since about 5 months now, and then I had another business with some other commercial stuff out here that went to too. And if it wasn't for the snake sales, dude, we would be like, we would start having to sell a couple of things here and there, or start digging into our savings. But yeah, this is the first since last year we went full on, snakes, full time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been,
and the YouTube money doesn't come close to the snake money, obviously.
oh my gosh, no, dude, not at all. Between my combined both of my YouTube channels, I mean, like I said, it pays for the editor alone. That's it.
Right.
I mean, I'll maybe after paying the editor and to do other things, I'll pocket maybe like $2,000, $1,500, but that's it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's still, I mean, that's still a ton of money to some people.
No, it really is. And I guess I'm saying that like for the time that I put into it and everything like that, it wouldn't be worth it for me. Does that make any sense?
Right. How often do you record?
Mondays and Tuesdays.
That's it. And then you just hand off the footage to the editor?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Just send them everything like that, unless I get lazy and I'm just like, damn, I have to fix something out, finish it off and then send it off to him. But now we got on schedule where Monday and Tuesday we do our filming.
Gotcha. And what do you film on? Just your phone?
No, I do it off my camera.
Oh, okay.
M50.
What kind of camera do you have?
It's a Canon M50. I used to use an 80D, but my 80D broke. So now I just use my M50. Okay. But yeah, it's like I used to get really into the whole YouTube thing, but like after seeing how 2020 went, I would rather get views from 2,000 to 5,000 per vlog of real how do you say fans and customers,
right,
than 10 to 30,000 views of people that are just wanting to see for like some kind of a prank or something. Because at the end of the day, that's not going to be paying my bills or paying anything,
Right,
the snake sales are going to be,
Right, because $1,500 a month sounds like a lot to some people, but when you have a $5,000 mortgage payment, the $1,500 really is not cutting it.
Well, I mean, so that's what I make after paying my editor and everything. That's what we make.
Okay, but still, it's still your take home.
Yeah,
and you have to pay the editor because otherwise you'd have no videos.
Dude, no, I couldn't be there because for me to edit something is going to take me like 6 hours. I'm first of all, I'm not computer savvy. Right. Two, I don't have the time for that, and yeah, I'd rather just him take care of it, and just like it's just pretty much like advertisement, really.
Right. Well, basically, it's like a band touring to sell more records.
Exactly.
So that's just the way it is. So what have you really learned about the algorithm of YouTube
on YouTube?
Now? Yeah.
So honestly, I haven't really like learned much about. Well, clickbaiting for sure and titles are the key.
Right.
That is, I mean, like I'm telling you, I can make a video do really, really good, but it's going to cost me something. It's going to either, I'm going to get completely demolished. I'm going to get a lot of thumbs down, or people are going to start saying, "Oh man, I can't believe you went that route," or some kind of negative stuff. I honestly I try to keep my videos close as much like Justin Kabelka does.
Right. Okay.
I think Justin's are the best videos you could really do, honestly.
Right.
For a snake breeder.
Barcheck gets killed on clickbait.
Yeah. But Barcheck's also making, he's making good money off of his YouTube. He makes really good money.
Right. I mean, he got 3 million subscribers, man. I mean, that's regardless what your feelings are on the guy does a lot to bring people into the hobby, and having 3 million subscribers is, one of the ways that he does bring people into the hobby.
Definitely 100%, dude. And I mean, if it wasn't for him, I would have never, got into the whole thing. That's how everything started,
Right. Now, I was just gonna say, if you see a little kid in PetSmart, odds are that if that kid's looking at a bearded dragon, he knows who Barcheck is.
Yep.
But Barcheck does clickbait the shit out of his videos.
Dude.
And, I mean, almost to the point of you're just like, that I might not have done it that way.
It's so crazy though, man. Like on YouTube, I just don't get it. Like dramatic, like just drama itself, dude. I mean, it attracts views like crazy.
Right.
I could put a snake, open its mouth really big, getting it close to my face. Boom, it'll skyrocket. Look at, for example, Nerd with Kevin. They're killing it on YouTube. They're getting the views that freaking that. Can you turn the light on right there, Tina? They're getting the views that Brian Barcheck's getting, and they only have like 200 subscribers.
Right.
But it's because they're showing dramatic stuff, and that's what attracts people. Me personally, I just the snakes. I really found in love with the whole ball pythons thing that I didn't expect for us to do it at this level. It's this soon, and to work with my family and stuff like that, and really have some nice clientele. I mean, we're shipping snakes all over the world now, man. I mean, we sold out. We didn't think we were going to sell out like that.
Right. Well, yeah, and the whole thing is that there's a limit to how far you want to push it. Now on YouTube, I don't even notice. Does thumbs down affect?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thumbs down will affect your thing, and also the video duration. Video duration is the most important thing on YouTube. So, for example, if I put a clickbait video, right, I am going to get a lot of people to click on it, but I'm only going to get maybe 30% of like that watch time when you want over that 30%. Lately, I've been getting less views, but my video duration has been huge, has been a green arrows up. Now, the more people that watch, the more money you make off of that vlog. So I could have a video that has 25,000 views, but it only has like a 30% video duration. And then I could have a video that's 7 minutes long. And I have a video that only has like 5,000 views, but it has like a 70% video duration. I'll get more money off of the one that has the 7,000 views over the one that has 25,000 views.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, that's just insane. So really the watch time is what really throws you over the edge.
That's the best thing.
Okay.
That in a video that goes viral.
Well, of course. Yeah. Now, how many subscribers do you have as of right now?
I believe on my English one, 131,000, and on my Spanish, 74,000.
Jesus, that's still an ass ton.
My Spanish vlogs, dude, man, those kill it, dude.
Well, I was saying that for years. I think that the Spanish market was something that was just being ignored by most of the people in America, even though probably like 40% of the people in America speak Spanish.
Dude, I can't even tell you, like, so I'm going to Mexico, to Guadalajara on the 21st, all strictly for business, right? I'm getting flown out there and stuff. They want to start, like, I mean, dude, I couldn't even tell you the wave that's going to come for the Latin, like the Hispanic industry for ball pythons. It's going to be a huge wave that's going to come up, man. And to be able to be one of the main parts of this it's crazy. I couldn't even tell you, dude, like, in Mexico, I'm known as like the Justin Kabelka or Brian Barcheck of ball pythons. And I only started that vlog less than a year ago.
Yeah, I remember when you did it. Yeah.
and people are going nuts over ball pythons. They're so behind on snakes, but the prices that people are paying over there for like normals or just regular clowns is ridiculous, dude. It's insane, man, and it's gonna grow just, I mean, crazier than it's growing out here.
Yeah. Well, I know that that's a fact because Ron Heisenberg talks to me about what it's like in Puerto Rico all the time.
Yeah,
And
that's another one, dude.
it's nuts, man. It's just fucking nuts. Has there ever been a time or a video that's made you more on the Spanish channel than the
Oh,
English
every single
channel?
time.
Oh,
Dude,
really? No.
yeah, on my Spanish channel, dude, like we do like 8, 10 times more views than we do on the English channel.
Really?
Yeah, I have a bunch of videos over there, like in a 500,000 views. I mean, I think we do like 10 times better overall in my Spanish than I do in my English.
Really? Well,
But the payout is a lot different.
really?
A lot different. Yeah, we don't
How
get.
different?
So, for example, if I were to get, what is it? What is it? $10? What is it? $1 per every 1,000 views here? I think that's so the U.S. currency, or $1.25 per 1,000 views.
Mhm.
I think is how it goes, or something like that. And the Spanish channel is like 40 cents or, 30 cents. Yeah,
Really?
it's
Okay.
yeah, it's ridiculous because it's all the tractions going out there to Mexico, you know, so they're going out for their currency, you know what I mean? So it's a lot different. Like now, if I was living in Mexico, I could live off of my Spanish channel, no doubt, you know.
Right. Now, man, I mean, that's just insane.
Yeah.
um, so like how aggravated were you getting when a video went viral and you had 1 million views on it, yet you still only have 100,000 subscribers?
Dude, it was killing me, dude. My, you know, yeah, dude, it's so irritating. But now what I've noticed with YouTube is I got in the beginning of 2020 when the whole COPA law came in with with kids not being able to be there, I
Right.
got flagged a lot. I was averaging like 15 to 25,000 views at one point, but then when I started getting flagged, it just my channel just went to crap. But it was, again, it was a good thing because, you know, I started really just targeting like the true, what I call true viewers, true followers for your actual business, which is key at the end of the day to this, because YouTube at one day could really just stop paying everybody
Right.
and not even, you know, do that, but it's still not going to compare, not even like a percentage of what it does for the business with selling snakes.
Right. Right. I would imagine so. I mean,
Yeah,
especially the snakes that you sell, right? I mean,
dude, it's
you're not wholesaling, $40 pinstripes to anybody.
no,
Right.
no, no. It's 2020 was a crazy eye opener, man. It's been such a blessing, dude.
So it was obviously you did better than 2019 and 2020.
Yeah, like a lot better.
Mm. What's your average clutch yield?
Average, I would say 6 eggs.
Oh, no, no, I mean the average total number of clutches.
Oh, it's been very, very different. Very different. So 2018, we had 32 clutches. 2019, we did 54 clutches. 2020, we did 79 clutches.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this year I'm shooting for 45 to 60-ish. I don't think I'll hit 70. I just don't have that many females because I did a recycle. I cleaned out a lot of females because I really want to stay with just like more of like the higher end stuff.
Right. Okay. And you're finding that the higher end market is strong as hell, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah,
Mm.
dude. I mean, I couldn't sell snakes. I was selling $3,000 to $7,000 snakes like within hours or minutes of posting. And I couldn't even sell like a $200 or $100 snake. And that was just, those are the ones I was shipping out to Mexico or to
Right.
Panama,
Right.
you know?
Now, what do
Yeah.
you do you feel that YouTube is the reason that you're selling snakes? Or
So I'm glad you actually asked that. So at first I thought it was. I really did. I was like, man, the only reason why. Well, I think it did speed me up just because when I had first started this, there wasn't that much people doing it, right? I mean, you had Justin, you had Brian Barczyk, you had a few other people that did snake charms, but they weren't really doing it like with ball pythons to say, right? I mean,
right.
you had Garrick DeMeyer. When I came in, you know, I think it bumped my name up there really, really quick to, you know, but I got hated a lot.
Mm.
So I want to say yes, it did help me, but I've actually met some people that don't have no social media making a holy, oh my God, a on this on snakes. People that, I mean, dude, I think they have a following of maybe like 800 on Instagram,
Right.
500 followers, and they're making, dude, if not $500,000 or more than $500,000 a year selling snakes.
And that's not really via a YouTube channel or an Instagram page. That's because they're known in the industry.
Literally just snakes, just rare snakes that I'm like, I've met some people that I never even knew existed. And I'm over here buying an $8,000 snake off of them, a $5,000 snake off of them. And I'm like, dude, where the hell have you been? It's like, oh, we just, I just breed underground, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, I'm like, you do good. And that's when it was really like such a big eye opener, just seeing how this market's really changing, and it's, dude, it's getting so much people in here and it's doing so good for the industry. I mean, from when I first started to now, I mean, luckily there's more people that are putting their faces out there. I wish that would have happened when I first started, so I would have got all the heat. But I think you live and you learn, right?
Oh, I remember when you first got started. Yeah, there was such hatred going
Everyone hated me. I was just like, damn, dude. Like, but the funny thing is, when I would see people at the shows and I knew the people were talking crap, they never said anything to me. They were always just so cool,
Yeah, that's just the way it goes. Now, do you feel like if you stop doing YouTube tomorrow, do you feel your sales would be just as good?
Be just as good, 100%.
Yeah, no doubt.
So the plan was, I was actually going to try to stop social media. In 2021 I was going to be done with it, just because overall, like the DMs that I have to go through, the messages, we're averaging about 100 to 150 messages daily. And that's not even people with snake cells. That's just people like, hey, I want this snake, and after a while, I just started taking a lot out of my life alone. My social media got more, it turned to more work than actually when I had like 3 or 4 businesses, running together.
Right.
Because I wasn't dealing with this back and forth stuff. I was dealing with, did this make money? Did this person get paid? Blah, blah, blah. It wasn't, with me on the phone, just, blah, 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 going back and forth on it, But then, with all the bands coming in and doing all this craziness, talking to Potter and everything, it's like, I'm gonna keep it going as much as I can, But I used to do what? 3 vlogs each on each one, and now I've dropped down to only 2 vlogs a week and one on my Spanish, just because it was getting so time consuming, and it's just something that I can't really keep doing.
Now, how much of your day is spent on the YouTube back end, on Instagram, on like how much of your day is there, and measure that up against the actual reptile keeping that you do?
Just social media?
Yeah.
Honestly, dude, it's nonstop. I can't. I'd lie to you if I said it was a certain amount of hours. Right. It'll go into from when I wake up to when I go to sleep. And no lie, it's been, and again, it's a cool blessing. You meet a lot of cool people, you meet all the things, but it's when it starts taking away from your family, and it's just like, dude, how did I get away from owning and like running these businesses, the nutrition shops, and all this and that, but now I'm even more up my ass with work than before. I'm like, that's not that shouldn't be possible, you know what I mean? But it's a social media, and if I would say put on, I would say about 14 hours a day.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
14 hours of just social media, no snake keeping.
Just social media, no snakes. That's just me, social media. I mean, Tina, how much hours would you say do I spend on social media? All day. You see, her thing is all day.
Okay.
It's like when I wake up, 5 a.m, boom, I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, holy like 50 something messages. I'm all right, cool, boom, boom, boom. Then I wait a couple of hours, boom, get back on it again. And, I stay on there, I do messages and things like that.
And your main thing is Instagram. You hate Facebook, right?
You know what? I just started falling in love with Facebook a lot more.
Okay.
I think I'm getting older.
Right. Yeah. that might be the reason. Yeah.
I'm like losing the Instagram coolness. No, I just, dude, I there's times where I get really, how do you say it, man? What is it when you do something so much, you start getting, I'm starting to get burned out, Right. And some of these things. And like, I'm not kissing his ass in any way, but dude, like, I remember at first when I passed up Justin Kabelka and all the social media, I was like, dude, I passed up Justin. He's been doing this for so long and blah, blah, blah. And then after a while, when I was at his place, we were going all these things. And Justin has social media dialed down perfect. He does 2 videos a week. That's it. He'll post a picture here and there, and that's it. You know, I'm over here freaking story after story. Like, oh man, you listen to that. But you know, it's like but I've noticed that, you know, my Instagram stories do really good though, and it attracts new people to it. You know, it doesn't do really good on sales for me, but it does bring a like into new generation of people that don't think, oh man, this is just like this weird snake dude. You know, this guy's actually, you know, making a good living doing snakes, but he's also living like a normal life. You know, because for the longest time, people would be like, aren't snake people weird? I'm like, no, it's just that's what you just think to it. You know, like you don't know these people. You know, like every industry is going to have their own group of weirdos, you know. But in the beginning, that's how people always thought, like, oh, but they're reptile people, aren't they? Like this and that. Like, dude, they're no different than any other people that are in that kind of business. But putting my face out there and doing some cool shit with some celebrities, or doing some stuff with my cars, or you know, going back and forth, has changed a lot of things, you know. And I get a lot of messages. You know, people say, hey man, we're glad that you're this. And it feels good to, you know, hear that from people, especially the older crowd, you know, telling me, hey man, I love that, you know, you're like a level-headed, normal dude, you know, that breeds snakes.
Right. Well, I would think that you, for instance, brought in a bunch of people in the car industry into the snake, you know, type of thing, or the VW bus industry, you know, into, you know, snake breeding. Now, do you, on Instagram, do you do produced videos for Instagram, or just on your phone? That's it.
Just on my phone. That's it.
On the phone. And you're not really like, you're not kicking back and hacking into the algorithms for these things. You're just like, when do you post on Instagram normally?
When I feel like it.
When you, that's it, right?
I don't have a time for it. I don't have any of that. And again, it's like when you try to chase the algorithm, it's good to build up your following, which is really good, right? But I've learned, you know, from a couple of business people that do stuff, you know, that sell stuff on social media, is knowing between, you know, like a true followers to like these fake followers, you know. I'd rather target the people that are going to be falling in love with what I'm doing as a business and being potential, you know, future customers, than getting these people to have these high numbers and, you know, be like, oh man, like I have all this clout, I have all this stuff. I did that a long time ago, man. And right now I'm happy where I'm at. I don't want to chase the algorithm and make it, you know, a daily, you know, like amount of work hours that I have to do just to get a couple of extra likes or a couple of extra followers. Dude, I posted a video today of me feeding my indigo, the same title that I do on everything, the same hashtags that I've been doing for 3-4 years now, and it's doing amazing. It's, I think, at 17,000 views right now on Instagram.
So but in your case on Instagram, more likes doesn't mean more sales. No, right?
Nope, not at all, man.
It's kind of an interesting thing, because I'm sure that's what a lot of people feel, is that, you know, hey, I put my snake up on Instagram and it sells within 15 or 20 minutes. That's really, I don't think that's the norm. I think that's the exception.
This is what happens. So people think, oh man, the more followers, the most likes that I get, the easier I'm going to sell the snake. This is what I've learned. I'll put this picture of a snake out there, right? You know, say a $500 snake. I get bombarded with like 50 messages. Now I'm going through each one, right? How much is that snake? $500. Oh man, it's way too much. Dude, I'm so glad you responded, man. A big fan of yours, blah, blah. You move on to the next one. So then you're going through all these messages, and maybe you sell that $500 snake, but now you're like 2-3 hours in.
Right.
You know, it's crazy. I'd rather have a picture that's going to get less likes and something, but I know it's going to be a badass snake that people are going to be like, so when I look at the messages and we've already done business with the, okay, man, I want that snake. And boom, we sell it.
Yeah, I mean that would be the
have a beer, babe? Sorry, I just asked Turtle for a beer.
No, it's all good, man. So you're not a guy that's like, I have to post on Instagram at 10:30 on Tuesday because that's when I'll get the most views.
I did do that like in 2019, you know, but what I started realizing, it's like the algorithm changes all the time. You know, I know what snakes are gonna do, dude. I could post a freaking $20,000 snake. I could post the Pompeii, and I'll tell you right now, it's probably gonna get 2,000 likes. I put a GHI Mojave hypo, that's just going to get around 8,000 to 10,000 likes.
Right.
It's just the color of the snake. A brighter snake is going to just do good overall, and people are going to share it. Albinos do amazing and stuff like that, you know?
And the key is still getting other people to share your photos, right? I mean, that's
yes, definitely. Definitely,
okay.
Yeah.
See, I don't even know. This is how old I am. I couldn't share your picture if I wanted to.
So there's a little arrow on Instagram, a little envelope. Just click
right.
on that, and they'll give you the option to share it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, that's how little. Like, all I do is I take my Facebook posting and put it on Instagram.
Yeah, dude, and that's the best way of doing it.
That's
you
all
can
I
go
do.
on Instagram and just share it together at the same time.
Right. Yeah. You could do that too. But I haven't even.
But you're moving now towards Instagram and YouTube, right?
Yeah.
See, I think for you, man, I think that's gonna be. Can I cuss?
Yeah.
Oh,
I beep it out because I think the beeps are more funny anyway. So, but yeah.
It's gonna be epic, dude. And I think we need somebody like you on there and stuff like that. Like, you're one person I would love to shout out to get those numbers up there, because your type of videos and podcasts is a lot different, and I think it's more knowledgeable, and it's very like in your face type of and you get the realness. There's not going to be no fakeness, no kiss ass, no this and that. And dude, it's something that's going to be out there, and I think you're going to do good with it, man.
Well, I hope so, and I hope they don't take me down.
Oh, they probably will.
But maybe that'll make me more popular with the youngins.
Right? No, for real.
I mean, whatever it takes. Now, overall, like you said, you could stop social tomorrow and still sell out of snakes. Like, your reputation is there right now. I mean, your reputation has done a 180 from the hated Mexican guy with money from 4 years ago to now. I mean, it's like now I would say that you're second only to Justin.
Dude, man, that's a huge compliment, man. I mean, there's so much other big names out there.
The reality is, you really became a brand just like Justin did. Like, there's a lot of people that could put out the same snakes as you guys, and they're going to have to sell it for $2,000 less because they're not you. You have gotten to that point where if Justin is asking 10 grand for a snake, you could probably ask 10 grand for that same snake and get it,
and it's cool working and talking to Justin alone, man. Like, we've talked about the difference on, how I went from being really hated to now being, like, oh my gosh, Miguel's been really cool. But here's what people started realizing, that even though they were talking shit about me, they were saying, oh, I have all, spending all this money on stuff like that. The only thing that changed was that it benefited everyone else, not just me, because I was going to these shows and shouting everybody out, even the people that hated me, that talked shit about me, and they were making sales because I would show their stuff on the table. Because what a lot of these people didn't understand is that, being very insecure and greedy and pushing all these new breeders away was only going to, honestly, affect them in the long run. The more people coming in is going to mean that Warren Prince is going to bring 5 to 10 more people in. Then that person's going to be one more to 5 to 10 people in, and it's going to grow and grow and grow. And at the end of the day, we're all going to be making good money. We're not all going to make the badass snakes to, sell to everybody. Justin alone couldn't even do it. And I think that's when people started realizing, like, oh man, if anything, he's actually benefiting, like helping us out,
Right. Well, I think the funny thing about the newer people is that the whole hobbies went from when it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, people would fuck you over for $100. Okay.
Dude.
And to just suck out that last dime from you, people would, do whatever they had to do. Whereas, people like you coming into the hobby, and Brittany and Josh Lumberg and all these, they don't give a about the $100. They would rather have the long-term customer, now, but also the problem is it's went from people who are stabbing each other in the back for $100 to everybody's blowing each other right now.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, you're so amazing. Like people that never even produced an animal, other people like he's so amazing and he has stickers and he has bandanas and he has t-shirts, and I'm just like, how long do you think this love fest is going to last before somebody over and it goes back to the way it was?
Yeah, dude. And I think you said it well, like with everyone coming in and doing this all at once, it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 100% going to happen. One person's going to, sell at the other person, which I mean, I want to say I hope it doesn't, but who am I kidding, dude? It's really going to happen.
Right. It's human nature. I mean, that's the whole thing. I mean, it started that way with the 101 guy, like,
oh, dude. So Chris and I, like he's always, like low key talk about me, right? I know he was a little jealous of my, because he had all these big followers at the time. He was doing all these things, and I remember at one point he tried to, like, not check me, but he tried to like criticize some things I was doing, right? And after a while, he would low key put these stories up of like, oh, I'm not like these other people, that pay someone to clean their own shit. They need to, like learn how to do their own. But I'm a real, breeder. And to me, it was just like, dude, you've been doing this for so long, and you're still. And this is not towards him. I'm just saying overall, like, because I got that a lot. Oh man, like if you're doing this for like 10, 15 years and you still haven't been able to make this business grow enough where you can't have an employee to help out, right. I mean, you're doing something wrong. So that day when he put his foot in his mouth, dude, I don't want to be one of these fake people, dude. I'm just like over here waiting, and I just let him have it, dude. I sent him a text message direct, and I'll tell you what I told him to. I'll read it right now. And I was trying to be as nice as possible, but let me see. I don't even see what I have. Let me find this real quick. It's gonna take me a second. What did I say? Let's see, Chris. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I'm trying to
get. Right. I love that you're doing this. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. The thing is, there's a lot of people's numbers that I don't have saved. What did I say? Hold on. I'm gonna find it real quick. In 1 second.
No, take it. I'll fast forward this part. It's all good.
Okay. It'll be really, really quick. I just don't want to go over. I don't want to go over my words because I know what I said. And it's like, and I was nice about it, but okay, come on, I'm almost there. Sorry, dude.
Oh no, it's all right, man.
I had to fly with other shooting videos one day. Damn, this sucks, man. This is why I should save people's freaking numbers, huh? Okay, I'm getting close. I promise you. All right, here we go. February 18th. Hey man, just wanted to tell you how I feel about this whole situation. At first, I was trying to understand how you even thought that was a good idea to post. That it was a good idea to post that. I think that was some douchebag man. Nobody can be prepared for natural disasters, especially people who don't have the funds ahead of time. I've always backed you up, even when you would low-key jab at me or people I knew. But this bro was really up and disgusting. And I mean, it was nice, I mean, but right. At the same time, I was like, I'm not gonna go fake and be like, hey man, and I didn't want him to hear that I was talking about him. But honestly, dude, that shit. I still trying to like register in my head. How the did he think that's okay to say?
Yeah, I mean, well, I love the fact that he actually issued apologies, and then like an hour later took him down, and then doubled down on the talking.
As much as I hate saying it, man, like I think what he said he meant.
It was what?
What he posted, I think he really meant it.
Oh, without a doubt he did.
Yeah. And again, man, I'm not gonna be fake about it. I mean, dude, you make your own bed at night,
It is what it is, man. It's
that's
a lot of followers, man.
Yeah, especially to Texans, dude. Like, have you seen the sites of those motherfuckers?
Yeah.
And the parties, dude, like they're such nice people. Dude, I'm telling you, like I love the whole Texas show, man. Like I love everything about it. That's the last people that I would love to piss off. I would that'd be horrible.
Yep. Insane, man. It's it was amazing how quick that dude's numbers were going down at the time. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're still pretty high. But I think that no matter what he said, people weren't going to flock en masse and unsubscribe to him or unfollow him, because people just don't do that, you know. So, but yeah, that was up.
It was, dude. It was. I mean, it was even, dude. It was straight up disgusting, dude.
Yeah,
it was gross.
No,
like,
it was. And you know, when you get Cusco to say "eat a," you know what you said was
yeah,
was stupid.
that's
You know?
yeah, that's pretty bad. I mean, it was again, but look, so much views, so much craziness. People love the drama, man.
Right.
No matter what it is, dude. It's just people, flock to it like seagulls.
Yeah.
I can't tell you. Every time there's a video made about me or someone talking shit, what I always do is I'll shout the person out, or I'll give them some credit, and I'm like, "Here, man, here you go, man. I hope this helps you out," But I won't like, I won't dig in there and go conversate with them. I'll just give them a shout out and let them do the thing.
Right.
Because I can't stand drama, dude. If I were to like love drama and deal with it, I'd be going crazy every day. Because we do at least 3 or 5 videos of someone talking about me or talking about how they would love Tina's freaking on their face, or some
Yeah. People are the worst.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, why don't you tell me? You're starting up a Patreon in a weird way, man, because you're actually almost providing a savings account for people.
Yeah. So again, and I got a lot of about this too, and I think anyone should, like we're giving for all our Patreon stuff, we are giving people advice. It's work, regardless, it is work. With the reason why I'm doing it, is there's a lot of people out there. I remember when I first started, dude, I got so bad at this industry, like I left such a bad taste in my mouth, and luckily, I did have my finances there. There's a lot of people that don't have the finances there, that to be able to help themselves, if I could do something for a year or two, that's going to, help people, get a little bit forward, again, it's not just only going to help me, but it's going to help a lot of other people. And at the end of the day, that money's going to come back to me regardless on snake sales, but it's also they're going to feel better about it alone. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just me personally. I've only been doing this for 4 years. I don't feel like the Billy from Imitation Creations or the RCR, Willis, or the Justin Cabelkas, you that have the knowledge of doing this for such a long time. These guys have spent a lot of, years doing all this stuff. So they definitely are very knowledgeable. All I can speak about is my experience and what I've done that's put me where I'm at now in these 4 years. And I'm going to talk numbers a lot, a lot of numbers of snake sales of, like you were the first person to get my initial investment out of this,
Well, tell people what you're doing. You're going to have one tier, right? That's it.
One tier. Yeah. Very simple. Very
How much
simple,
is that
man.
tier going to be?
$25. That's
$25. Now,
and all that money is going to be like a savings at the end of the year, or whenever you want it, if you want to put it towards a snake, or if you want to donate it to US Art, or if you want to get some merch, it's always going to go back to any of those 3.
Right. That's an awesome way to do it. I'm not doing it that way. That.
No, as you should. But again, because but Chris, you've had the years and the knowledge and the experience that, you could provide people a lot more. I have a 4-year story that I've done, and it's basically just honestly for like the newcomers and new people getting into this. That's all,
Right. No, that's a great way to hit it, man. I mean, and it's a unique way that I never heard of before.
Yeah.
I don't think many people are doing it that
way.
No
one is. I even talked to Justin, just like, why are you doing that for? It's like, it's just me doing this,
Right. No, it's going to be awesome. How much is that going to increase your workload every week?
Well, I'm going to take I'm going to come off of YouTube for another video again, So it's honestly, I'm going to try to do just a sit down, no edits, nothing, just literally how you and I are talking one-on-one. I would actually love to have you on there, a couple of times if you'd like, and just you and I talk, record, and just throw it out there one day. I would love it, hear some stories about some stuff, things that, I would, love to ask you, and this is going to be when I do my thing, like, if you could start all over again, what things you would change now, knowing, the craziness of this industry.
Oh, yeah.
Just stuff like that,
No, you just let me know anytime you want to do it. I'll do it with you. 100%.
Definitely.
All right. Well, tell everybody how they could get in touch with you.
All right. Very easy. Always evolving pythons, all tiers. Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook.
What about TikTok?
No, dude. Everyone's been telling me to do a TikTok, and that's really good right now. I can't pick up on any more social media. I am capped out.
I like TikTok a lot better when it was just homeless people peeing on each other. You know, that's when I thought it was at its height. You know, but okay, good. So no TikTok. Right.
No TikTok.
Yeah,
no.
I'm not doing TikTok either. Miguel, thank you, brother. I totally appreciate you doing this.
Anytime, brother.
You know, it was a good time, and I've learned throughout this whole situation of getting you to come on tonight that I am in the top 10 on the speed dial now. So
and I proved it to you. Remember, you're like, oh, why are you answering all of a sudden now?
Yep.
I was like, dude, like, so I have to flag certain numbers. So I don't have no notifications on my phone because the way they come in,
right,
everything's off. I don't get no phone calls. I don't get no text messages unless I have something flagged. All my DMs, my Instagram notifications, everything that I have are all off. I can't see anything until I open my phone.
I figured I moved up a spot, or Harry pissed you off.
You know, I'm done with Harry. Harry and I don't talk no more.
Oh no, no, you're done?
No, done. Dude, if I ever see him, dude, it's like straight up like I'm seriously, I'm gonna beat that fool like bad.
No shit.
Yeah, 100%.
You're being serious now?
Yeah, 100%. That guy could go himself, dude.
Oh God. Okay.
No, I'm just playing. Could you imagine?
I was gonna say Harry pissed you off. Like what the?
Dude, Harry is honestly like one of like my best friends. I mean, as little as he is, dude, he is so freaking big at heart.
Yeah.
Like, he's dude. I was just telling Tina this the other. Where's Tina? I was telling the other day. I'm like, oh my God, it was this morning. Was it, Turtle? Was it this morning when you told me to shut up because I was laughing? Yeah, it was this morning. I shit you not. 5:17 a.m. You know, because he's in New York time, right? And I wake up around 5. So I'm on the phone and he's already talking shit in this group chat that we're in. And I start cracking up. And then Tina gives me this look, just turns around. I mean, scariest look ever. She goes, what's so funny? And I go, Harry? I'm like, it's Harry. And I try to read it to her. She goes back. She goes, if you're going to be laughing, go downstairs. I was like, oh, but yeah, you know, Harry, honestly, you know, he brings a lot of joy and excitement to me.
Yeah, no, I love that kid, man. I love that kid. Well, dude, thank you again, man. I really appreciate it. I think people are gonna be interested in this because you're actually, you went over some that a lot of people don't know, even though a lot of it seems like you would just walk into this knowing that this needs to be done. A lot of people don't know certain things that need to be done. So yeah, I appreciate you taking the time to do this. So thank you, man.
No, thank you, brother. No worries, man. Anytime, man. You know what's so crazy? I wasn't planning to do one live or one interview this whole year.
Really?
Yeah, you lucky.
And you did it with the Fatman, you.
You're not even fat. You have to change your name.
No, the name isn't based on me being fat. All right. See, this is how young you are. All right. Jesus Christ, man. There used to be a show called Jake and the Fat Man.
Please take this part out, dude.
No way. No way.
Okay, fill me in. Oh my God.
There used to be a TV show on called Jake and the Fat Man. Tell me you don't remember that.
I don't. I remember Full House and like Family Matters.
Oh my God, you're a 90s kid, man. No, so it was a riff off that name.
Oh, well, that makes way more sense. God, dude, I got a little embarrassed when I started freaking sweating. Because I was like, dude, you're not even fat. Like, I remember when I first saw it, when I heard about it, I was like, okay, so he must be the guy that likes the snakes, but where's the fat guy at? Right. You know, I was like, I thought you're gonna have like one of my friends, like Jared Smith, you know, on there. I was like, as your co-host or something.
Oh my God, that's you fucking young people, man.
Dude, that was hilarious, dude. I'll be 39 this year. Did you believe that?
Yeah, I believe it. I 39. That's, you know, I would fucking be 39 again. You know, so
dude, that's pretty disgusting, but I feel you.
Yeah, no, I'm 47, and I tell everybody 47 is the new 80. All right, so
yeah, you know, it's crazy though, man. I'm the youngest in my family, but I have like the most gray hairs. I'm the one that probably looks the oldest out of everyone.
That's because you're worried about that YouTube day.
It's the stress, man. I'm telling you, man. You need to take a break.
Yeah. You need a vacation. Didn't you just get back from Vegas?
Actually, check this out. So I went to Vegas to drop off some snakes. It was just straight for work, big shout out to Las Vegas Balls. Really cool guy, man, Steven. I drop off some snakes. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take the family with me. We'll come back the next day. Dude, my wife knows me too good. She was like making me drink almost every day. We stayed there for 4 freaking days, dude. I think I gained like 15 pounds just being there. But I will tell you this, I didn't gamble once, not even one time. Every time we'd go out to dinner, we'd go out to lunch, we'd hang out with the kids, we'd take the kids out to do all these things. And honestly, it was really, really fun, man. It was definitely, worth it. And I'm glad we did that because we haven't been out, for more than a day or two,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I bet. Are you a big gambler?
You know what? Yes and no. I don't like go into like I'll go into with a certain amount of money to gamble, like a couple $100 here and there. But I like to play roulette a lot. My wife and I'll go there. We'll play a little bit. If we lose our money, then we just leave. But usually we win.
Right.
But I honestly I just love the atmosphere of being in Vegas. The lights, the drinking. Do you drink?
I don't drink. I used to drink in Hollywood big time.
Why'd you stop?
Because I watched a bunch of people die from it. So,
dude, everyone in my family, no lie. Dude, I swear to you, even my dad that died 2 years ago. Everyone has died from liver failure from alcohol.
Yeah.
My grandpas, my uncles that were like 38 years old, 40 years old. Dude, everyone. We have not had a natural death or from like cancer or anything. It's all been from alcohol from both sides of the family.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. See, and I was watching people and I was just like, I'd rather be the guy who gets everybody home okay than the guy that's a loud ass, over at the Rainbow every night. And plus, I like those gay little drinks. They look like slushies from 7-Eleven.
Dude, those are bomb. I just had some at Fat Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a daiquiri, right? But
yeah, we had 4 shots in it though.
See that's rough. But I can't be all tough drinking a daiquiri because I can't be like, I'm gonna kick your ass
with your big old like slushy. Let me ask you this, Chris. When we finally meet in person, okay, man, you want to go and have a drink? Would you have a drink?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm not anti-drinking. I just don't drink that much, right now.
So there was a lot of people that, say like, oh man, I don't drink. And it's like, I'm always like, Chris, let's have one drink. So Brian Bartrick told me he's never, going to drink. He'll never have a drink, blah, blah, blah. We were in Canada, had a beer with Brian. Justin, he's anti-drinking stuff too. But he said him and I, we're going to have a drink this year.
Well,
did you believe that? Jessica Belka and I, that was great beer.
If that happens, let me know because I will fly out to where you guys are to have that beer with you.
Done.
All right.
Say less. Say less. I'm going to set that up.
Yep, set it up, man.
That would be a nice little, interview right there. Just us with one beer each. Yep. We'll probably have like 12, but you guys have like one beer each, and that would be that would be insane. That would be mad views.
Yeah, we got to do something like that. I plan on going to Justin's to do like a day in the life of, type of video with him. Yeah, and then I'm doing it also with Brittany when she gets her new facility built. So there's going to be some moving around, this year. So,
and then you're going to come to me.
Yeah,
I don't have a facility. I have a small little thing in the back, but I have the California weather.
Yeah, no, I know. That's the one thing I miss about California, So, but all right, well, I could set it up. I'll go to that Pomona show, right?
Dude, that Pomona show bangs, dude. It gets more traffic than any other show.
Dude, I remember. I remember even the San Diego shows were killer back then.
Dude, yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man. We'll set it up, man. We would love to have you over here, man. It'll be fun.
Beautiful. That'll be fun, man. So, dude, thank you so much for doing this, man.
No worries, brother.
All right, beautiful. I will talk to you later. Everybody follow Miguel. You're probably already following Miguel, so it doesn't really matter. Follow me.
Unless you hate me.
Right?
Yeah, follow Chris.
Beautiful. Thank you again, brother.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
All right, I want to thank Miguel for taking the time to do this. I mean, this dude is busy as right? So I appreciate it that I'm one of the top 10 people on his speed dial, and he always picks up when I call. So don't think I don't appreciate that, big dog. All right, on the next episode of Leveling Up, what we're going to do is we're going to have Blake Stewart here of Stewart Design to talk about the importance of branding in this industry and the common sense idea that you don't want to use a piece of clip art in your stupid logo. By the way, if you like this video, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram. It's Snakes and the Fatman on both. We drop new podcasts on the 1st and the 15th of every month, and we do bi-weekly open Zoom calls for reptile keepers where we just kind of hang out. We don't record it, and we just and talk to each other. It's nice to get together with people that you only see once or twice a year in person. And that's going to be coming back now that COVID is kind of going away. Also, if you're in a position to help the channel grow, check us out on Patreon. The link is in the description. You can't even search us because we have adult content. So Patreon basically limits the amount of searches that you could do to people with adult content on their Patreon pages. But it's pretty cool over there. We do exclusive videos at least twice a month. We do a bunch of other cool stuff. We offer discounts and early information about Snakes and the Fatman stuff. So if you could do that, please hop on over to Patreon. And I will see you probably in about 2 or 3 weeks here when we have Blake Stewart of Stewart Design.
Snake, my venom, don't taste it, dead. It's a good chip, whiskey,